Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Peter, your host here. Doing this video to remind you a few things, guys. You see me here? These are the gloves. It's becoming very cold outside. You can't really survive without the gloves. It's now November, and just 2 days after the Thanksgiving in the US. So just doing this video to remind you, like if you plan to come to the US, if you won a green card recently and you want to come to the US for any reasons, from now all the way to March, it's gonna be very cold. You gotta have a heavy jacket, you gotta cover your head, gloves, a mask, if you don't want to freeze your hands. So today I just wanted to do some few errands. It's a Saturday morning, and I said let me try to do this video while I have time to move around. So if this is your first time, guys, to tune to this channel, give me a thumbs up, share, like my video, and if you find this content helpful, let me know what you think. So like I said, it's really very cold outside. There's no sun. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning here, and I don't see a lot of people. I want to make sure I close my garage. It's closed. So as I'm driving, I'm gonna be showing you around what we have around my neighborhood. I will be flipping my camera back and forth. But most important, if you plan to come to the US, you want a green card, and you are coming by yourself or children, this is the right time to prepare fully. You have to study the weather first and kind of know what to expect. So after studying the weather, you know how to dress up, and yeah, you know a lot of things, so you can know what to do. But I did another video. If you're planning to bring kids to the United States, you kind of study the law depending on what state you're going to land in, and know that you register your kids in school the right way. But today I wanted to talk about how do you get, if you need to come around and drive, there are certain things you need to study or prepare before you get a car. So the first thing is, as you land, you have to ask the host where the DMV is, Department of Motor Vehicle, to go and get a learner's permit. It doesn't matter even if you come with your driver's license. The roads in this country, they are very different, very tricky. You drive the vehicles, like this one is left-hand drive, and the vehicles, for example, in some countries, for example Kenya, is the right-hand drive. And so once you go there, you get a learner's permit, and once you get the permit, you learn those questions, the theory part of it. You do theory, and then when you're ready, you go do the practicals. So once you have done the practicals, you pass. What happens in the practical? They give an instructor or an officer to take you to the road test. And there's no shortcut here. You have to actually pass a certain score they have. You have to pass before they give you the real driver's license. And it's really good to the way they do it. When I did mine, I didn't do well the first time. They show you on how to park, the parallel parking, and you kind of have to prove to them that you're doing the right thing. So once you get your license, you have to protect your license too. So that's the first step. You get the driver's license. Now the second thing is how to get a car, and that's the part you need to be very careful when to choose a car. And the best way to buy a car, if you can, go to a car dealership. Even if they are expensive, they have very nice cars. You can choose a vehicle at your price range. They have Toyota, they have Honda. The reason why I like common vehicles is if something happens to it, mechanically, they have parts and they have people who know how to fix. So it's not going to cost you a lot of time to move around to find mechanics. Most of the mechanics around, they are familiar with those vehicles and the parts are easily available. So that's one thing you need to think, because you buy like heavy machines like the Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, Infiniti, and you name those vehicles. They are very comfortable to drive, but if something happens to them, it takes a long time to do that. So car dealership, if you can, and if you don't have the cash, of course, it's gonna require a credit, and that's one thing you have to bear in mind. I'm going to make a video to talk about how to get a credit card, because everything here you go, they check on your credit history, and a credit card you can get it from a bank, and you use it so long as you don't go over your limit, line of credit, and then after that you pay them back. So these dealerships gonna require credit, but if you don't want to finance the vehicle, you can ask around or use social media sites like at the Facebook. You can search around your neighborhood and see who's selling, for example, Toyota or Honda. Try to make phone calls, go physically see the vehicle before you buy it, or ask a friend to ask a friend for you, whoever is selling a vehicle. For example, there's some students I know who, after they complete their education, they want to go back to their country. If they have a vehicle, they want to sell it. You may want to join like Facebook groups and send like a message, say, or you came back from your country, you are new in this country, you wanted to buy a vehicle, and if anybody knows anybody who's selling a vehicle at your price range, they might help you. That's the way to get it. And you have to be very careful in these social groups like Facebook, Craigslist, and you name it. There are a lot of scammers who might take a picture of a vehicle. They don't have that vehicle actually, they're just advertising, wasting your time. And some of them, if you are not smart enough, they might tell you, okay, send the money halfway, and then we have the vehicle for you. So if you fall in that trap, you send the money and your money is stolen that way. So you have to be very careful to buy a vehicle. And before you buy a vehicle, go with somebody. Tell your host or a friend, I'm trying to buy a vehicle, can we just go and check it out? And find a mechanic. Pay a mechanic even $20. Go let the mechanic check the vehicle, make sure the vehicle is, of course, it's going to be used, but in a very good mechanical condition. That way you avoid unnecessary expenses, because you might buy a vehicle running for 2 days and then the vehicle is done. Those are some of the things when it comes to driving you need to get used. And if, for example, you come during the winter, make sure you take your vehicle to the mechanic to check it out, do a tune-up, get ready for the winter, check things like the antifreeze, the oil, the spark plugs, it's running good. Check the tires. There are some places which the snow really spoils the roads. You can't move around when there's a heavy storm. Those are the things you need to get ready for. And if necessary, and if you can afford the snow tires, you can ask the people to give you the snow tires, so that you don't get stuck. Because I've seen people around, you have a vehicle, it has bad tires, and the tires don't have traction as you drive, and then you end up sliding and going into a ditch. Because most of the jobs you will be doing them in shifts. You might be having an evening shift where you go, for example, 3 o'clock and get off from your job at 11 at night. Or you may be going to start your shift at 11 p.m. at night and then carry all the way to the morning. So when you wake up, the weather change here very fast, depending on what state you are. And when the weather changes, you have to be get prepared. So those are some of the things to get prepared to move around. Because if you're gonna rely on Uber, some Uber, they might not go to places where you wanna go. If you live in a remote area, the Uber, most of them, they operate within the city. And depending on what time you want to get off, you might be calling an Uber, and it might be very expensive for you. So I recommend you guys get your simple car. It's very convenient. Whenever you want to go to buy food at the store, or you want to go to the post office, you want to run to other appointments, there's no rush. You just go at your own pace. But if you rely on public transportation, it's gonna be a time limit, and you'll be making a lot of phone calls, waiting in the cold, and stuff like that. So think about it. And the key word is just ask people who know. If you want to do something, don't just jump from nowhere and just do something. Do some enough research, and get prepared. And that's pretty much what I can remember. And if you actually want to ask a question or something which is not clear, ask me a question, and if I can't answer the question directly, then I will do another video and combine it depending on what topic people are asking. Otherwise, I'm close to where I was going, and I think this video is long enough. So guys, let me know what you think, and just you know, if you like this video and you think somebody's gonna benefit, just share and give me a comment below this video, and we can go from there. So thank you for your time, guys, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.